Hey guys, welcome to my channel if you're a first time viewer of my videos, and welcome back for those of you who have been watching. Today I'm going to talk about how I started knitting. But first of all, guys, let me tell you something. I'm going to tell you a bit about myself. So my name is Masewata Majoro. Grew up in Lesotho, Liribe, and well, at school I did hospitality management or hotel management, in other words. So yeah, that's my career path, and I still work as in the hospitality industry. Even though I'm just into knitting a lot, not knitting, crocheting. Yeah, that's well, okay. I was born in '96. For those of you who will watch this years later, I was born in '96. I'm currently 27, turning 28 this year. Yeah. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about. I just wanted to introduce myself since I never do introduce myself, and I don't think I'm going to do it. So I'll just do it this once. So, well, we know today I just want to talk about how I started being into crocheting. How I started crocheting a lot. Yeah. So yeah, let's get into how I started crocheting. So in my country, or rather in my primary, there was a subject called home economics that we used to learn how to do household things. Things like cooking, things like cleaning, things like washing. What else am I leaving? Sewing. Yeah, just a lot about household things. It was more like we've been taught how to be women. I don't know about the guys who were learning about, or maybe just to take care of themselves. Yeah, just to make a home realistic. And yeah, the subject was from economics, and that's why I learned how to crochet. So we used to learn how to crochet, even though maybe we were just taught about little things, like we used to need things which are about 10 centimeters to 10 centimeters if it was a square, and then we learned how to knit in a circle too, but there was never a project that we really completed. Like I wouldn't say during my learning I learned how to make a head or something, but I remember we had challenged ourselves to make scarves, since knitting a scarf was just all about doing that straight thing. And then yeah, that's how we challenged ourselves how to make a scarf. And we also thought that all we could do was a scarf, and we were on our way to challenge ourselves how to make a head, but we never really did it just because of the time. When I was in standard 7, that's when we really used to make all those things, which was in 2010. But we never really did a head because of the time. We had to prepare for our final examinations, so we just stopped. But that's where I learned how to knit in 2010, 2009, and 2008. So we started in 2008 when I was in standard 5 until when I was in standard 7, which is 2010. So that's where I would say the foundation of the wool all started. So we are not only taught how to use a crochet hook, we are also taught how to use knitting needles. But I just became more interested in using a crochet hook more than knitting needles, because in my opinion a knitting needle is very slow. I feel like when I use when I use knitting needles, my project is slower than when I use a crochet hook. And also I like the patterns that I can do more with a crochet hook more than with knitting needles. I never really learned a lot about using knitting needles, but I know how to use knitting needles. I can do a thing or two with knitting needles, and if I focus, I can really use them a lot. So yeah, that's how, let me say, that's my foundation of using a crochet hook. That's where it all started. I'll say in 2010, because in 2010 I did something better. Because in the 2 years, I think I cannot even remember doing anything in the 2 years using crochet hook, but I know we were taught 2 years prior to the year that I really learned something I can point by a finger. So fast forward to about 2017 or 2016, I was already doing my hospitality by then, and then my mother wanted a hat during the winter holidays, and she was like, she knows I know how to knit, so I should just do something, do a hat for her, since there was wool in the house, there was a crochet hook, there were knitting needles, a lot of knitting needles. So yeah, I made my mother a hat, even though it was not so nice. I made my mother a hat, and I remember my sister used to knit when she was in varsity, and I was looking at her projects. She used to do dresses. They were very nice, and I attempted to do that, but I was very impatient and never finished it, and I never got interested again, and then I just quit it. I never really looked at the wool and the hook as something that I would do, because I was just like into my hospitality, and all I wanted to do was finish studying, graduate, and just go into hospitality work and stuff. So yeah, I still have this skill, but I never used it. Also, I never improved it at that time, because yeah, I made my mom a hat, but it was big. It was big, but she wore it. I'm her daughter, I made her a hat, what would she do? So yeah, she wore the hat, and she was happy about it, I think, just because it was done by her daughter. And then from there, I can say, let me remember if I did anything of wool in between what I want to talk about. Yeah, guys, so there was really nothing I can say I did in those years. Let me check the time. I have to go to work. I have to go to work at 11, at 12. I still have an hour. So guys, there was really nothing I did in between 2017, when I made my mother a hat, and in 2020. So I'm going to tell you a story about 2020. In 2020, I was in my final year of hospitality, in my final sixth semester. The sixth semester, yes. So in the sixth semester, we did a few subjects. So I just used to go to school for 3 days. I went to school from Monday to Wednesday, if not Thursday. Yeah, Monday to Thursday. I used to go to school from Monday to Thursday. So on Thursday, afternoon, if I remember well, when I was from school, I used to work to a cafe that I used to work part-time or at, which, oh my word. Sorry. So I used to work at a cafe called Blush Cafe in Maseru from Thursday afternoon until Sunday, and then Monday I used to just go back to school and go back there by Thursday afternoon when I was from class. Yes, when I was from class. But the class that I used to attend didn't really, was not that serious. You just go for an examination for it, and because I remember it was something like a project. So during each lesson we just used to meet. Okay, that's not where I have to be even going. But then yeah, when I was still at Plush Cafe, we used to work clean in the morning, and then and then cook, and then we just had time to relax before everybody the guests came, because it was still what is this? Okay. Okay, so where was I? Okay, yeah. So a lot of times you'd find that we are done fast and the guests are not in yet. So we used to sit down, bond, chat, do our things. We had an employer who is just very flexible. So as we were sitting and just chatting, I remember with Della coming in, she was carrying this bag that she did by herself. It was nice. It was nice and strong. You'd think it's from another country. I didn't know it's done by her. Like, it was a very nice backpack. It was nice. I don't know if I can go to her page and look for that bag and put it somewhere here where you can see it. But what I would say is, you can go on her platforms. Her name is Bitelo Shaleli. Yes, her name is Bitelo Shaleli, and I think her pages are Be the Hooker. Yeah, I don't think her pages are Be the Hooker, because I know on Facebook she's Be the Hooker. On TikTok she's Boiti. I don't remember if it's underscore or something, but there's a sign in between. Boiti Be the Hookers. Yeah. So if you can check her pages, you'll see her work. It's very nice, and it's been nice. Oh, that girl can do her thing. She oh she stresses me, and she like challenges me to just continue on crocheting and just do this thing. After all, she was the one who brought me back to crocheting. I'm still thankful. But anyway, I'm telling a story. Let me not go into that. So yeah, I asked her where she bought the bag. That the bag was very nice. She told me she did it herself. I didn't believe her. I didn't believe her. I was like, this girl is lying to me. This backpack cannot be done by her. Yo, it was nice. It was a strong bag, but anyways, guys. So one other day we were sitting down and just done with everything, and that's when she sat down outside. I remember she took her things and started knitting. She was knitting a hat, and that hat was neat and nice. She was knitting it in a different way that I don't know, because I used to start my head here, and then just make it by circles coming down. But she was knitting it in a rectangular way, as if she's making a scarf, and then she would, yeah, just continue just how the head, the head is done in that way. And uh, that was very new to me. I asked her, what are you knitting? She told me, I'm knitting a head. I was like, you're not knitting a head, are you? She's like, yes, I'm knitting a head. I was like, but when you knit a head, you start from here and go down. What are you doing right now? And she's like, no, there are different ways of knitting a head. So this one, I'll be knitting like this. I'll be knitting like this, and I'll be knitting in a way of a scarf, but it's not going to be that really long. And then I'll sew the ends and gather the top, and then you'll see it will be a head. And it was very nice. And I just told her, I can knit. I know how to knit. At my home, my mother knits, my sister knits, because yeah, my mother used to knit table mats. My sister used to knit dresses. I knew how to knit, but I was not into it a lot, because I told you, I made my mother a head. And yeah, that was all about it. Yeah, I told her that story, that yeah, at my home we can knit, but we never take it to the head that much. And also my brother too used to make heads a lot. Yeah, I remember my brother used to make heads a lot, but I was never really interested, because he used to make heads for himself, and well, I didn't care. So as I was telling her, she was like, what, you can knit? If you have that skill, you can be knitting heads, selling them, or just doing things for yourself. And then I was like, should I? I was like, maybe I should try. I remember she gave me a crochet hook. Let me show you the crochet hook. I still have it. So yeah, she gave me a crochet hook. She gave me this crochet hook. Yeah, she gave me this crochet hook. This one, as you can see, it's now Cricut. So I tried. I tried opening. Guys, I'm embarrassed, but this was the hook that I was given by Big Deal. I still have it, and I'm still thankful for it, because each time I look at it, I remember her telling me, "Oh, girl, you should be knitting." So it's Cricut, because I tried. I was eating scope, the head of a sheep, and I wanted to open there in the brain section. So I used it because I was still knitting. So that's how it became like this. But I'll never get rid of it. It's my motivation, this one, and thank you very much, Victor, for giving me this one, because well, I'm keeping it forever, and it serves as a memory. It serves as you. Like every time I look at it, I'm like, hey, somebody gave me this crochet hook, told me, oh, even if you just do it for yourself, just knit. It's a skill that's given to you. So she gave me this crochet hook and a bit of wool. It was small. I couldn't finish a project, but she was like, keep on practicing, and then you'll go back to it. Yeah. So I did a bit, and then until I started looking at her Facebook account. That's where she used to post things. I looked at her Facebook account, and I saw a bit of things. She was not knitting heads only. And then I wondered, where can I get these patterns? Because also I didn't want to bother her. And the time had went, and I was already it was already time for, I think we closed for COVID or something. Yeah, COVID. I remember COVID disturbing us over there. Yeah, I remember COVID disturbing us over there, but before that, before that, well, she taught me how to. Guys, what am I still saying? But what I want to say is, she gave me a small amount of wool, and then after she gave me that wool, I practiced a bit, and then I started telling, I started telling people at school that, oh, I can make hats for you. Winter is coming, and then there was this girl who ordered a head. I knitted the head, but it was, just not make sure. It does not make sure, it was not me, but she was happy. And she showed it to my classmates, and my classmates were like, you can do a head. And then they told me they want to order, but COVID killed me because I couldn't knit heads that were ordered by people that I didn't even know. I thought we were going to die. So I didn't really knit all those orders that I had, because I had orders, but I never did them because of COVID. And I couldn't buy wool during COVID, so they ordered it during those times of COVID. So yeah, I knitted her a head with Vidola's assistance. She told me, do this and that and that and that. I did it. I didn't even show her the head because I was not confident enough to show her that, okay, this is the head I made, because I felt like it was not the one, it was not make sure. And I don't know why I thought I'd be at her level because her heads were really neat. So yeah, and then COVID came, and yeah, we had wool at my house, a lot of wool at my home. So during COVID was the time that I started going into crocheting. I looked at Brittola's pages, wondering, how does this girl do this? How does she do this? How do you? So one time I went on YouTube, and when I got to YouTube, I remember I wanted a stew recipe because I wanted to cook, because the advices we got during COVID was like, you can learn how to cook, learn how to do a certain thing, but I was just learning how to, I was just looking for a recipe of a stew in the morning. I was still in bed, I hadn't frosted it or anything. So as I was still sitting, as I was still looking on YouTube, scrolling, I came across a crocheting tutorial. I was like, oh, this is where I can learn. It's like, oh, okay. And then I started learning all those patterns, and I don't even really know why it showed up, but I think it was because I was busy stalking with Delo on her pages. I was busy stalking her on her pages, and maybe so that I'm interested in crocheting, and that's where my skill improved. I used to watch YouTube videos and knit, practice, make things for myself. Yeah, I just started by making things for myself, like bralets and everything, with an assistance of YouTube, and also still sneaking into Videla's pages and looking, okay, what has she done? Let me try it. So one time I was wearing, after COVID, I wore my products, and people started wanting them, even though it was not a large amount of people, and it's still not a large amount of people, but I still need anyway. So people started ordering. Yeah, I used to make orders of thingies. Only thing I used to tell people to just challenge me and ask for anything, and then I'll do it for them. They'd be happy. And then in 2021, is it in 20, yeah, in 20, it was in 20, no, not 2021. Anyway, yeah, by that time 2020, yeah, it was still in 2020 when I got my job. I hadn't graduated, but I wrote the exams, and then I got a job at a guest house where I used to work in housekeeping, but I moved on to working for as a waitress. And then there was somebody I worked with that told me that they can knit, and they just used to knit. Oh, she used to use knitting needles. She used to use knitting needles, and I was like, hey, stop using knitting needles. They're slow, those things, they're slow. So use a crochet hook, do this and that and that and that and that. So we just used to knit together and teach each other certain things. We still do it even now. I'll just call her and say, hey, this pattern is bothering me and I can't get it anywhere. I can't get its pattern. What do you think I should do? So we still do that. And we have the same name. So yeah, we still do that. I'll just randomly call her, hey, this pattern is kicking my ass. Can you help me? She'll also do that. So yeah, guys. I still do knitting a lot, even though work is just on my neck, and I just do it when I'm off or before I go for work. Like right now, I'm doing a video before I go to work. So it reminds me, let me check the time. And yeah, what I would really like to say after telling you how I started getting back to crocheting is the fact that, yeah, I'd really like to thank Bidelo a lot. Like, she has no idea of how she helped me. Anytime I'm stressed, I knit. Anytime I'm happy, I knit because of Bidelo. Girl, thank you. Thank you very much for getting me back into this thing. So I'd like to thank her very much, and I think I'm not thanking her enough. I'm yet to thank that girl. Kapagere, that sister. She's my sister, guys. She's older than me, but that girl. Hey, thank you, girl. Thank you very much, girl. If you watch this, thank you, and I'm yet to thank you because I think you gave me a lifetime advice. Like, I'm thankful that you got me back into crocheting because I still make peanuts on crocheting. Who knew? If I hadn't met you, I wouldn't be knitting, and my skill would be just chilling there, like not making anything for me. But now it makes me happy. It gets me out of my stress. It gets me out of my sadness. It helps me become happy. It helps me do things for myself and be thankful that I can do some things with my hands for myself. And I would also like to thank Masewada for keeping in touch, even though we are no longer in same places. Just keeping in touch and just still advising each other and keeping each other going. And I'm also thankful for Vidolo's pages. I still go there, and she's my motivation actually. I'd say she's my role model in crocheting a lot. I'm thankful for her pages that I still go there and learn a thing or two. And guys, please do me a favor and follow Bidelo's pages. As I said, she's Beat the Hooker or Bidelo Slalele. Just search Bidelo Slalele, and I think on all social media platforms she'll show up. But what I'm going to do right now is check her pages and write them in my description or write them as I'm talking right now. Follow Bidelo, guys, or and learn from her, or rather you can look at her work and order from her, because she'll satisfy you. She'll satisfy you. I tell you, she'll satisfy you. So yeah, she's Be the Hooker. I know for sure on, like I said, I know for sure on Facebook she's Be the Hooker, her page, and on TikTok she's Boity Be the Hooker. I don't really know if she has Instagram. I haven't checked, but if she does, you'll just see by me writing over here that her page is. And yeah, so guys, thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much if you have watched this video until to this point. I'm very much thankful for your support, a little support that I have from you guys. Thank you very much. And yeah, please, if you're new on this channel, please guys, please subscribe. I beg you, please subscribe. Please subscribe, please like, comment, please, if recommend anything. If you feel like I'm lacking here, just tell me, please guys. Yeah, so yeah, bye guys. Yeah, remember to subscribe, guys. Remember to subscribe, like, comment, and I'll see you on another video, and bye.